how they attack them here. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit! Detroit! Back to 89 Philly. Here we go. Check 26. Check 26.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run once more with McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. On play action, now Garoppolo. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 30 now.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Toss play to McKinnon. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Rams have got it back.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again they run with Gurley. Room here to run. run. Good move by Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Play action. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Watching that, Barney. No. Watching that, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
So the D-line's going to spread out. McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room to the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On first down, it's Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Hey, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Forced out to now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you said.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. After the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Gurley again here on first down. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets it to Strong. And Owen coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. And
the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Over. Check 4.
Garoppolo again. And that will be incomplete as well.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Bang, 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 bang. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Garoppolo now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Gun, Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Got some real estate inside the 30. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.